Hey, what's up? My name is Kelvin Elliott, and today I'm going to show you how to create a vertical navigation bar in HTML and CSS. So first thing you want to do is open up your text editor and then create a folder. Sorry, we're going to call this folder. Rename it. We're going to call it vertical nav bar. And what we're going to do is create a new file, and we're going to save that file. We're going to call it index.html, and we're going to save it in that folder I just created, and it is vertical navbar. And then we're going to create another file. We're going to save, and we're going to call it styles.css. And it is in, let's check and see if it's in there. So vertical navbar, so yes, both files are in there, so we're good to go. All right, starting with the index.html file, we're going to set up the boilerplate code, doc type, HTML tags. You need a head, title. We'll call it vertical navigation bar, and we need to link the CSS file to this HTML file. href. Since they're in the same folder, use the styles.css. Relationship is style sheet. That's it. So pretty much linked up. After a head, you need a body. What we're gonna do is open up a browser. We're gonna open up that index.html file. The vertical navbar folder. And now, first we're going to start off by creating an ordered list. Use the UL tags, opening and closing, and each unordered list has list items, so you have the li, and we're going to create 4 of them. First, we're going to set up them as links, and just set up some dummy destination with a hashtag. We're going to call it home, and then I'm just going to copy this so I won't have to type it out. And I'll just call this news, contact, and about. So obviously it's working. We build an unordered list with the list items with the different links. I'm going to add a class on the home. I'm going to call it active. And that's it for the HTML. We're going on to the CSS. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select the UL tag, and we're going to set the list style type attribute to none to get rid of those bullet points. And we did. And set the margin and padding 0 to get rid of that empty space so it can be exactly how we want it. And we want to set the width 200 pixels. Can't really see anything, but it's an imaginary box. Well, it's not imaginary, but it's just a box that went 200 pixels wide. I want to set the background color to this white color. or gray color. It's an off-white. So 200 pixels wide. Look, you know, it's not that wide. So we'll go up to the next element. We're going to select the list items anchor tags. So LIA. When you use the space in between, you're basically saying I want the LI tags. I want the anchor tags that's nested inside the LI tags, and that's what we're getting. So we want to display it as a block. See what happens? Nothing happens on the surface level. I want to set the color to, I'm guessing, a black. It is. So we set the links to black. Some padding on here, 8 vertical and 16 horizontal. So we got some padding, we spaced it out a little bit. And then text decoration, I'm going to set to none to get rid of the underline. And with that, we're going to go to the active link, which was the home, and we're going to set the background color to looks like a green. 4CA, and that's what happened. And we want the text to be white. Right, we got that. Now, as far as we're going to create this cool little animation when you hover over each link. LIA, with a hover, another colon that says not active. So I think what this is going to do is just when you hover over the different links, it's still going to keep the active still the same color. So I'm going to change the background color to 555. See what happens. Here we go. So it's keeping the home, the active, the home, which has an active class, is still keeping it the same, but everything else you can hover over and the color changes. And you can set the color to white when it's hovered. So save it and boom. And there you have it. We got a vertical navigation bar, I'm sorry. And cool little feature here. I'm really making these videos because as I'm teaching, I'm learning. So as you can see, I'm looking over at something else. So they say the best way to learn is to teach, and so that's what I'm doing. So if you find anything in this video that can help you, then I'm glad to share it with you. But if you're a skilled developer, this channel isn't for you. But thanks for watching, and I'll update daily little examples like this to help hone my skills, become a great web developer. So I guess I'll see you next time.